So let's go through this. Let's go through this. To all travelers regarding adjustments to Zhang Li, recently we have received a lot of questions and feedback regarding Zhang Li. We understand the love that everyone has given Zhang Li and the rapt attention being paid to any future changes to him. As such, we apologize for the tardiness of this announcement concerning said adjustments. We have organized and summarized player feedback, numbering in the tens of thousands during this time, in-game and out of it. Through this, we have discovered that your feedback has focused on Zhang Li's strength in practical combat, the finer points of his ability usage, the Geo construct system, and so on, which is basically everything. After analyzing the in-game data and engaging in many discussions, we have decided on an initial round of adjustments. These adjustments will be available to travelers participating in the 1.3 beta test version. The current adjustments are as follows and cover 4 aspects: enhancing Zhang Li's talents, optimizing the controls and mechanics of his abilities, improving the mechanics of his Geo Resistance mechanics, and adjusting his shield. We will continue to observe the performance of these adjustments during the upcoming version 1.3 beta test, and we will pay attention to the feedback of testers. We hope that these adjustments will be able to appreciably improve everyone's experience. We will also give an update as to our final adjustments when said changes officially go live. Final adjustments. So these are temporary. These are temporary. Anyway, let's see what they want to change. Regarding Zhang Li as a character, adjustments to passive talent dominance of Earth. So the original effect, dominance of Earth. You know what? Let's actually have a look at it. This one here. Planet befalls deals additional damage equal to 33% of Zhang Li's max HP. This is nice, but it's a very small bonus. So the change they want to do is the damage dealt by the following of Zhang Li's attacks will be increased based on his max HP. So normal, charged, and plunging attack damage will be increased by 1.39% of max HP. Now this is interesting. Yo Bod, how's it going? Shadow, hello, hello. Nick, what's up? 1.39% of max HP. So let's have a look at this here. So he went from doing... Image 1 is after adjustment to... Okay. So let's have a look at before. So before, he's hitting like 300. So this is like a level 60... We don't really know, but from the scaling... I mean, we can't really judge by this, but if this is really raw HP, this can be quite a lot. Shinbei, can you wait for some time before reading the updates from next time? For next time? Yeah, yeah, no, maybe I'll wait for like, maybe I'll wait like 20 minutes, half an hour, something like that. I mean, I'll be breaking this down for the next little bit anyway, so Dusty, hello there. So we'll kind of just slowly chew through this. But I wonder whether this is each. So, okay, let's have a look at his original 1.39% of max HP. Okay, so okay, let's just have a look at our HP right now. It's 21k, we'll round out, okay? 21,000, right? And it's saying the damage will be increased based on its max HP. So we're going to times this by 1.39. I mean, hold on. Wait, hold up. That's not what we're supposed to do. I just realized. So we're timesing it by 0.0. 0.0139. That's what we're doing. Okay. So 291 extra damage. The question is this on every hit? Uh, 1,200. So from here he does 900. So he actually does 300 more damage. And it seems like it's actually every hit. Wow. Every hit he's doing. Wow. Wow. That's actually nutty. I mean, we just build HP now. Considering how many times he hits as well, that's a huge buff. No other character hits this many times. And you're just adding HP scaling now to all these different hits. Wow. Okay. Let's continue here because that's not the only thing. The stone steely resonance and holding mode damage of Dominus Lapidus will also be increased by 1.9% of max HP. Oh my goodness, the pulse damage also goes up. Look at this. Pulse 400, pulse 900. Holy crap, you just have to build HP now. I guess it's pretty straightforward. Now you just build HP and that's it. You just build HP and that's it. You build HP and everything does damage now. Wow. Wow. Crit rate. You build Geo Damage? Sure, but mainly you get HP. You get HP, you get crit rate, you get crit damage, attack percent if you want, Geo Damage percent, and like whatever. HP is the most important thing now. But there's still more. Let's keep going. This is a lot of damage as well. 1.9%. Let's actually break that down. So, and this is considering you're not building HP, right? 21k is very achievable. Without actually concentrating on HP at all. So times 0.019. And that is just a flat 400 damage on, I'm going to presume everything as well. Oh my god. So if you think about it, that is going to hit how many more times? It lasts 35 seconds, so it hits 17 more times, 16 more times, 15, 16. If it lasts 35 seconds and hits every 2 seconds, 17 and a half, 17 times. Excluding the initial strike damage as well. Wow. That's pretty nice. Planet befall's damage will be increased by 33% of Zhong Li's max HP. Alright, so this isn't changing, but everything else, all his skills and his auto attacks actually scale off HP now. Alright, let's keep going. Adjustment to Dominus Lapidus holding mode. Okay. So the hold effect is going to change. So the original effect causes nearby Geo energy to explode, causing the following effects. Creates a shield of jade. The shield's damage absorption scales based on Zhang Li's max HP and has a 250% Geo Damage Absorption, which quite frankly isn't that good, but... And it deals AoE Geo damage. If there are nearby targets with Geo element, it will drain a huge amount. Maximum of 2 targets. And this effect does not cause damage. So the change here causes nearby Geo energy to explode, causing the following effects. If the maximum number of stone Steelies has not yet been reached, it will create a stone Steely. That's nice. That's nice. Wait, that's not only... Okay, so it creates a shield of jade, right? The shield's damage absorption scales based on Zhong Li's max HP. Oh, and has a 150% physical damage and elemental damage absorption. That is actually massive. So we go from essentially soaking up 100% damage and 250% Geo damage to 150% of everything. It deals AoE Geo damage and still does a lot of Geo drain, I suppose. This adjustment will also greatly increase the interruption resistance of Dominus Lapidus holding mode. Oh yeah, we can see here. That is super, super good as well. So it's a really good panic button as well. Because you hold it down, you're creating your shield, and you get the Dominus Lapidus as well. This is big changes. Retracing Belied, chat about is now useful. This is going to open up a lot. The thing that's scary about this is HP is just so easy to build. And all these changes is just going to like you don't have to use your brain anymore. You just build HP on your artifacts and that's it. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. You just build HP. Holy cow. Adjustment to Geo Resonance Enduring Rock. What's this? Enduring Rock. Is that a constellation or what? Oh, it's a Geo... Okay, I know where that is. So you're telling me here in party setup? Enduring Rock, right. So, when protected by a shield, increase attack damage by 15%. They're changing this as well. Increases shield strength by 15%. Additionally, characters protected by a shield will have the following special characteristics. Damage dealt increased by 15%. That's massive because it's not just attack damage, it's the damage you deal. This is huge. Dealing damage to enemies will decrease their Geo Resistance by 20%. What the hell? That is so much. Not only are you giving a final damage increase of 15%, you're giving Geo Resistance by 20 seconds. I think we need to start rolling on Zhang Li now. I mean, it's still going to be... Look, these aren't the final adjustments, but this is the direction they're looking for. And these are massive changes. Wow. Surely this... We'll finish this first before we start, I guess, theory crafting. Crazy, how's it going? Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. So oh my god, Geo Shield balance adjustments as well. So these are getting, so not only Zhong Li is getting changed, the whole Geo Synergy is getting changed as well. Oh my god, the whole shield. Okay, this makes sense. Geo Shields are adjusted from having 250% Geo Damage Absorption to having 150% physical damage and elemental damage absorption. Wow, that is what Geo should be, I reckon. 150% physical damage and elemental damage absorption. So basically everything now. That's so strong. That is so strong. So this affects the Geo Shield created by Zhang Li's elemental skill. Noelle's elemental skill. A huge buff to Noelle as well. The Geo Shield created when picking up Geo Crystals dropped by Geo Geovi Sharp hatchlings. Basically Sonics. Yeah, we're going through it now, Jordan. These are big changes. The one thing to note though is that at the start of the paragraph, they did mention that they're looking to test this out and then do final adjustments. But this is the direction they're looking to, I guess, change Geo with. And this is, right now, this is huge. This is huge for Geo Synergy. Ooh, T-Ron. Have a wonderful day and good luck with your date. We also hope to better convey the Shield and Geo playstyles that are closely associated with him, not only for his sake, but also to improve the experience of travelers who have been delving into the strategy layer of this game. It is precisely because these changes go further than pure adjustments to a character alone that we have taken the utmost care. We hope to be able to give travelers a more detailed solution as opposed to hastily throwing out a general direction for adjustments. We truly hope that Zhang Li will be a trusty companion to all travelers and hope that you will be able to experience a different playstyle through him. One that will enrich your gaming experience. 1.3 beta test server access will soon be released, and we would like to take this opportunity to call upon all travelers who obtain access to not be reserved in giving us any in-game suggestions and feedback that you may have regarding these adjustments throughout the testing process. Additionally, if travelers have feedbacks or comments regarding any other beta test content, you may feel free to send us feedback in the game. We will read each and every one carefully and work hard to adjust and optimize the game, so as not to fall short of your expectations. Wow. This is... I mean, this is huge. So the keyword, so something to notice here is we will also give an update as to our final adjustments when say changes officially go live. So this isn't set in stone. This isn't, this is their initial adjustment, quote unquote, adjustments to Zhong Li and to Geo Synergy. And quite frankly, I think you just, if this goes through like it is, I mean, the thing that we talked about, how Zhong Li was a character that scaled off the most stats in the game, the way you build him, it completely changes like the way you invest in this character now. You pretty much just build HP on him. You build HP, you build crit rate, crit damage, and obviously Geo Damage is going to be super strong on him, and that's it. It's crazy how one little change just makes his auto attack actually insane. 1.9% of max HP, considering how many times he hits with his skill. look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9 times he hits in his auto attack. 9 times, and you're increasing that by 1.9% of his max HP. So that's... You know what, let's do the math behind that again. So our HP currently is 21k. And that's without trying. That's no HP actually being invested into the character. So 21k, very achievable, just base HP almost. And then we're going to times that by 0.019. That's 399 extra damage per attack. And he hits 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9 times. That's 3,591 more damage. Across 9 hits. Which will also... If this is similar to the way his burst ability scales of HP... I mean, it's different because his burst is a one-hit combo. We're talking about so many hits. I'm kind of scared to think, like, if you just build raw HP, yeah, like you get 40k HP, 50k HP on him. I'm already doing so much auto attack damage. Wow. Normal charge and plunging attack is increased by 1.39. 1.39. I think I did the maths wrong. Did I do 1.39? I did 1.019. So it's actually more than that. Hold up. Hold up. I actually did that wrong. 21,000 times 0.0139. Is that better? 0.0139 times by 9. Okay, that's a little less. Okay. So a little less, but still significant. This almost would be too much. What, 2,600? Considering I'm not building HP. Ooh, the thing is, wow, they're really giving him HP scaling to everything now. This is a lot. This is a big, big change. You know what's the scariest change though is the Geo Synergy Change, the shield, and the Geo Resistance. This is nuts. Characters protected by a shield will have their following special character damage dealt increased by 15%, and then dealing damage to enemies will decrease their Geo Resistance. What? That is so broken. That is actually so broken. And if you consider the fact that I was already thinking about building Elemental Mastery, increases the damage absorption power of shields created through Crystallize. If you're running 2 Geo characters, you bet that your shields are going to be lasting. Oh, wow. This is big, big news. Geo Element itself is getting buffed, very needed. Exactly, this is a foundation. that's gonna really... It's funny to think that people were already having an easier time with Abyss thanks to Zhang Li, but now these buffs make him... This feels like he just turned into Venti but for Geo characters. That's what it feels like. Zhang Li just turned into Venti but for Geo. That's literally what just happened. I can't believe how many... Because I already feel like he generates so much value with his shield. And the fact that they just increased not only his damage, but the way he... Firstly, this hold skill is so good. For like, if you're a zero con Zhong Li, this is a big buff as well. Because this thing creates shields as well. And then they change how the shield works so that it absorbs 150% of all damage. And then they give this synergy buff. I think I want to roll more on the banner now. I just wanted to casually just build Zhong Li because I felt like he would be providing a lot of value to any team in the future. And now it almost seems too much value. Like I can't not build him even more now because they just increase his this is like going to the store and buying like something that has like, you know, it's on sale for 10% off, which is like basically nothing, right? But you're happy with it. And now I feel like and now what it feels like is like I now have a free... I basically now have... Like Zhong Li's gonna carry every single team in Abyss now. This is no... If you don't have Zhong Li... I mean, you're still gonna be good, but you need Geo characters for Abyss. This is just crazy. Like, Zhong Li will actually be a character that will hold his own and the entire party, protect them, give them super armor, and allow them to deal damage, and does more damage by himself. Like, look here, this increases Noel's elemental skill. What about other characters though? Is this just for Zhong Li and Noel, or is this for every single Geo character? Oh boy, Rem, what's up? Mess? It is so much value that you suddenly just get. This is crazy. So the experience, this adjustment is going to be tested in 1.3. So the earliest we can get this is probably 1.3. 1.2 is set in stone, and you know, it's coming out in 3 days, so they're not going to be changing anything with it. However, with 1.3, they can add this, they can finalize it. We will also give an update as to our final adjustments when say changes officially go live. So they can tweak this. They can tweak this, they can test it out. Maybe it's too broken, maybe it's not. But these are all good signs that, you know, a lot of people were complaining, and this is basically, I think, everything people wanted. People were complaining that his E took too long and it didn't really give you super armor like it did in the video, and the shield was horrible. He does no damage. You don't, like, his scaling with HP was weird. I think they answered literally everything. The only thing people are still confused about is energy recharge and energy inconsistency, but little do they know that's not actually a problem. So this This is everything. I don't think there can be a single complaint, further complaint. If you're running HP build on Zhong Li, what would be your artifacts? More or less the same. So, you know, if you're going for a physical damage build, essentially what's happening is there's two ways that, well, there's three ways most people build Zhong Li. You have the physical damage build. This is huge. You have the physical damage build, right? You have the support. What is this? What's going on with the font? You have the support HP build, and then you have the, I guess, the Geo Damage burst support build. Hold on. Maybe I shouldn't put support. What I'll say is Geo Damage burst build, and then you have the full HP build, right? These are the three builds that people have tested, I think, mostly. And the way people build Zhong Li right now seems to be like, this seems to be the more popular option. Damage, like utility, geo damage, you know, burst. Some people build full HP and some people build physical damage, but I believe that's the minority. It's still a big amount of people, but it's not as popular, I think, as the in-between. So now that they basically allow you to have like HP scaling off everything, I think what's going to happen is we're going to incorporate this build into both builds. And this here, these two are going to be really good options. I think it comes down to, do you want Zhong Li to be a Geo main DPS or a Geo main support? I think that's what it comes down to now. Because I can't imagine you wouldn't want to not run 2 Geo characters with this update, because it seems so good. Yo Mess, thanks for the follow and welcome. If his auto attacks will scale on HP, the physical damage wouldn't be viable. It's still viable. The thing you have to think about is that the damage increase is a nice option. So essentially what you can do now is, if you really just don't want to think about the build, just get HP. That's it. Just everything, just whenever you see HP, you just get HP. So for all the people that complain that Zhong Li needs investment, now it's never been more simpler. All you do is just build HP and that's it. However, if you still want to main him as a DPS, whether that's through Geo Synergy or auto attacking, I mean, the HP is just going to be a nice benefit. Does this mean he synergizes with Vortex Vanquisher better now? Pretty much. It was his main weapon before, and now it's gonna be even stronger on him. Like, this is such a big change to him. I don't really even have to change the way I play Zhong Li right now, because I'm already getting benefits. If I min-max my stats just to include HP a bit more, some of these substats, like, think about it this way, if I just get 5% HP instead of 39 defense, I get HP here, so that's nice. Instead of defense here, I get 5% HP. Plenty of HP here. Plenty of HP here. This will just increase the value of all his skills. I can't believe this is happening. That's a huge change. The Vortex Vanquisher, 2 days left to roll if you want Zhong Li. Pull Constellation 1. You know what's crazy though? The Constellation 1 helps his damage, but he's still getting so much value from the change. I don't know whether you need to pull it. It's going to be nice to have it, but you don't need it with these changes. These incoming changes, you don't need the Constellation. It's nice to have, and he's going to do more damage, but these changes affect his base character, his base skills, the way he operates fundamentally. Oh man. The way I see it is there's 3 big changes. So obviously it's a buff to Zhang Li in terms of everything does more damage now because almost everything scales off HP now, right? So there's the overall damage increase of Zhang Li. So his auto attacks actually do damage now. His shields are even better. And there's some quality of life changes where holding his E will summon a pillar as well. He has super armor. The other 2 big changes, so the overall buff to Zhong Li is nice. The 2 other things is the Enduring Rock Geo Synergy, which means big buff to all Geo characters and all Geo Synergy, and then the shield adjustment, because this is not just for Zhong Li, but potential characters in the future and the existing characters. What I'm curious about is that they didn't mention any of the other Geo characters like Ningguang. She can create shields as well, can she not? So I wonder why they did not include Ningguang here. Can she not create shields? I thought she does geo damage. She should be able to crystallize. I wonder also how Elemental Mastery is going to affect the shield. Zilia, have a good lurk. Did they? They said in 3. The Geo Shield created when picking up Geo Crystals dropped by hatchlings. This round of adjustments nominated as only alone. What I'm looking for is to see, because I know Noelle creates a shield. She doesn't need to crystallize to create a shield. So what I'm curious about is this just when you create shields or when you crystallize shields? Because you also need to remember that crystallization is also part of Geo Synergy and another very consistent way of creating shields. A shield of jade. Okay, that's the only thing that I'm not sure about, is whether this affects crystallization. If this affects crystallization, this is so strong. Whew. Wow. Big changes.